You're listening to the Reluctant Adult Podcast. If you like what you're hearing, follow us on social media and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the way.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million.
Let's wake from the internet. Star Wars falling behind Backrooms. And that's only counting those Lego sets bricks and minifigs can't seem to find. Plus, Disney is losing its grip on its own IP. From Home Depot hacks to Toy Story tributes, fans are remixing and reshaping their favorite characters. And Hasbro is launching Yo Joe June with some deep-cut classified reveals that should have longtime Joe fans saluting. It's the Reluctant Adult Podcast.
Don't you be a dummy! Buckle your safety belt!
Think, Billy. It's morphin' time!
Oh, welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who will not be taking the Star Speeder 3000 to work, Bill!
Hi, everyone. That's right. I won't be doing that because I couldn't game the system.
Oh, man. It was close, though.
It was
You
close.
almost had it. You almost had it.
It was almost there.
How much? First of all, we're talking about the Star Speeder. What number is it? Is it 3,000?
I thought it was the 1,000.
This is the
or
1,000?
the 5,000. Star
It's going
Speeder
up.
5,000.
The first one was 3,000. The toy they sell at the Disney store. That's supposed to be like what you ride on Star Tours.
Yes.
The newer one that has like the video playing. So originally, this thing retailed for $350, and the first time it went up, it sold out real quick.
Yes.
And then people were selling it on the aftermarket for more. It's already really expensive, and they're selling it for even more. But they must have overproduced the next run, because currently, or at least as of last night, it was sitting up there for what, $250?
$250, yeah. A nice
$100
off.
Big discount.
Yeah.
And then you were on the fence, and you were like, should I do it? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, if you have to ask yourself that, then you probably don't want it. But then you found some gift cards.
I did. I found
Disney
some gift
specific
cards.
gift cards. But what happened?
Well,
you can't use them on the website?
So I found one Disney specific gift card,
Okay.
which was fine. And so on the DisneyStore.com, you can add up to 5 gift cards per transaction. However, what I had was a Disney gift card.
Yeah.
And one of those gift cards that's kind of attached to like a credit card. You've seen those? They're like a store card.
Yeah.
And it either has like the MasterCard logo and it's as good as cash.
Exactly.
So I had one of those.
Yeah.
So I thought the Disney store would kind of be a little smart and like take off the amount as like you pay, now you owe, kind of like how you do at a point of sale terminal.
You can split the
Correct, you
bill.
split
It's like
the
you're using
payment.
2
Right.
credit cards, but it wouldn't let you do
Correct.
that.
It wouldn't let me do that.
Oh,
So
that's
I did a quick Google search and I said, can I split payment on DisneyStore.com? And they said no, but there has been luck because now Google uses a lot of AI, so it redirects things and gives you an answer overall. Mm-hmm. And it said, maybe you can call up the Disney store proper, like over the phone, and just give the payment info through that. And
did you try that?
I did try that,
and they said no.
They said no. They couldn't split it. They said, but you can definitely split it in the parks. Have a magical day.
and then they hung up on you.
Yeah.
Have them there's like a code somewhere where it's like what the different sayings mean, and it's like when they tell you have a magical day, it's like go fuck yourself. Have a magical day, doodly doodly doo. There's like I just was reading it too because it's like something for like trouble guest. It's like a special, like they not special guest, but like something they have like a word they use and everybody knows what that word means. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's too bad. Is it still up there? I didn't check to see.
I didn't check today. I kind of forgot.
Well, maybe it'll get even.
After you gave your advice.
It's cool. And it was cool right away to see people populating the seats with the toys and playing the video. But I think it would get pretty. You would get tired of it pretty quick. Like,
I mean, I have one, not that specific one, but I have the model that came out a few years before that, and it's serviceable. I'm looking at it right now.
I think so.
It's
think
good.
So yeah.
I mean, I think you and I have talked about it. It just looks like a VCR rewinder,
pretty much,
like a shoebox. That's it.
Yeah. Remember VHS rewinders? What a crazy.
A
crazy thing. The kids today will have no idea. Well, we have a big show today in terms of we have a lot of important stories to talk about. Some heavy stuff, but I feel like we will approach it with the same professionalism that we give every topic. But before we get to that, we need to talk about Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe. So last week we almost were able to order our Ninja Turtles G.I. Joe during the show because it was supposed to go up at midnight, but apparently that was midnight West Coast time. So we finished the show a little after midnight. You presumably went to bed, and I stayed up and edited the show. So when 3 o'clock rolled around, I was like, well, let me check. And sure enough, Target.com had a full assortment of our Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe friends. So I was on the fence when we were talking about it, but because it was there, and, you know, these don't ship until, I think, July. So I'm like, well, I can always cancel, but I want to lock my orders in. So I ordered one of every individual figure. I did not get the vehicles, but I may, maybe. But I don't, even though they did sell out, and I think they're sold out on Target.com, these are not going to be hard to find. Playmates is going to make sure that you can buy these if you want them, because they're available on Target. Walmart has their own 2-packs, so they made a completely different SKU for Walmart. And I think that's actually, if you only want to open the toys, I think the price of the 2-packs is actually a little less than buying them individually from Target, like $1 or $2. So that might be the way to go if you just want to open them. And then Amazon is the only way to get the Turtle Flycopter with Wrath. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
And it's sold out.
Oh, it did. Okay.
But it'll be back.
That could be trouble. But we've talked about how ordering something from Amazon, pre-ordering even, can be trouble if you're not in that first batch, because if somebody returns their item to Amazon, Amazon's going to turn right around and sell it again. So that could be a little tricky. I don't know. But I did want to get at least the individual figure, so I'm happy to have those, because some of these look good. Nice. Slash. Yeah. Everybody loves the Slash Storm Shadow crossover. That's just a great one. So we will look forward to those coming out later this summer. All right, let's see what we got for big story here. All right, well, let's start with this. So this week we got some preview photos of what Hasbro is going to be offering for G.I. Joe Classified at San Diego Comic-Con. The first is a 2-pack with an exclusive Shipwreck and Cadet Deming. So this is a cartoon. This is based on a specific episode of the cartoon.
Yes.
And Shipwreck has a bandage. He has a removable wig, so you can put the bandage on his head.
He wears it for most of the episode.
It's so funny. I definitely collected Joe as a kid, and I remember watching the show. But every time there's a new toy that comes out that's referencing the show, I was like, I have no memory of this plot point.
I'm in the same camp with that. Yeah.
Were there just so many episodes it like all like melds together?
I mean, I don't think so. I think it's just more of like the same, or like you and I, we just remember the figures over the actual.
That's true. That is true.
Actual episode. We may have watched, and there was no real reruns for. For these.
Was it syndicated? How did we even watch it? We just had the VHS?
Running live. No, there was some VHS, live? But it was running. Yeah, we watched it while it was still.
Like on CBS on Saturdays? Like when did it air?
On Saturday cartoons, we would watch this.
Oh, is this a Saturday one? Somebody was talking about this. How like it annoys them when people say like He-Man was a Saturday morning cartoon because it wasn't. Okay. It was syndicated. But I think like Ghostbusters was. I remember watching Ghostbusters because it would do that like the little commercial for the network. I remember that at least. But I don't remember Joe's being a Saturday thing. But you might be right. I don't know. But I just don't remember that.
We'd watch them on VHS, but we wouldn't watch them that often.
No.
And then they'd come back. And then I've been looking for the longest time the episode that traumatized me, which was actually this one episode.
Okay.
And I sent you the clip, but the reason why I was so confused is because I had the characters switched.
Okay.
So there's a scene in the Welcome to Springfield episode of G.I. Joe where Shipwreck runs into Roadblock, and Roadblock just melts into ooze. And I always thought it was Roadblock seeing one of his buddies. I flipped it as a kid.
Gotcha. Yeah. What happened to him there? Why did that happen
with the ooze?
Yeah.
So what ends up? So at the beginning of the episode, Shipwreck and Lady J are swimming to a Cobra-occupied island to remove a defecting scientist who's created like this component that, when activated in water, can destroy like a water source because they'll blow up a water source.
Wow.
So they find the scientist, and then they go to escape. Lady J escapes with the scientist. The Shipwreck gets captured by Cobra, hits his head, and they concoct this whole almost Truman Show style episode around him. So whereas they tell him, that yes, all the events before happened, but he escaped and found his way across the Pacific Ocean and then defeated Cobra almost single-handedly, was the hero of defeating Cobra Island or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Then G.I. Joe disbands and he becomes a private citizen with a family.
Wow.
But over time, everyone starts melting, and what Cobra's been doing is they're trying to pull the information from Shipwreck.
I gotcha.
The whole episode, and the melting people are actually called synthoids. And it culminates with Shipwreck being so imbalanced with memory and everything that he destroys the mock Springfield. He goes in to save his family. There's his family, his wife and his daughter. The daughter's holding an RPG, and the wife's got like a Thompson submachine gun or something like that. And they're like, "You ruined all of this," and then they melt into the synthoid goo. So he's just left with the trauma.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then the next week, I'm sure he's back to normal. Everything's fine.
I believe this was like the season 3 finale, though.
Oh, damn. Damn.
So who knows? They may have gone into movie territory after that and then went to the... Who was it? Was it Deke?
Oh, they changed studios.
They changed studios.
Sunbow was the first. Sunbow was the first.
Yeah. Then they went to Deke.
If they did jump into the next... the post movie universe, it would be funny where like Shipwreck shows up for his like therapy, and they're like, "We don't have time for you. Duke is dead. There's no time for your headache. Just get out there."
He's not dead, right?
Oh, they unkilled him. He comes back.
Right. So yeah, because
he was supposed to die, but it was so Optimus dies first.
Optimus
that's what happened.
That's Transformers, and in that summer, Transformers came out first.
Yeah.
And because Transformers performed so poorly and they killed Optimus, they were like, "No, we can't kill Duke as well."
It performed poorly. People didn't like it.
Well,
they didn't go to see it.
I think the reaction. I don't know if they didn't go to see it, but the general reaction, and word of mouth was like, "Hey, you don't want to see this with your kid."
Why?
They kill Optimus.
What do you think that the thought process was there? They just needed a big event for the movie.
Well,
and they wanted to seem like a big
after
deal.
that, they had to get the new toys out. All the
guess,
toys that were coming. They ran out of toys, so they had to move on to the
different
other
colors
stuff.
like they do
could
now.
have.
They didn't have to change characters completely. That is a lesson
Well, they weren't
that
thinking
all
like that.
toy companies learned, including the
Yes.
Power Rangers people. They're like, keep them the same Power Rangers. Give them different uniforms. Don't need to change it up. Kids can't handle change. Nobody can handle change right now. All right, well, there you go.
Yeah,
so it
there's
is
your little tidbit.
We are, when you watch this, we will be in G.I. June and G.I. Yojo June. And this week, the first Hasbro fan pulse stream, whatever, they're doing 4 of them this month, and they will be hosted by the most professional man in all of toys, Dan Larson, hosting Yojo June on Hasbro's social media channels, I imagine. So check that out. He'll be talking about that too back. He will also be talking about this other set, the Fatal Fluffies. Now, I didn't remember the first set with Shipwreck and getting knocked on the head. I do not remember this. How do you even describe this? A mechanical bull, anthropomorphic mechanical Sasquatch with the what is this? Tell me what I'm looking at here.
I think in this episode, and correct me if I'm. You're all going to correct me if I'm wrong.
Somebody correct.
Cobra creates this little fuzzy creature,
like a fuzzy ET looking guy,
like a Furby. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like like here's Funzo. This is Funzo.
It's Funzo.
For the Simpsons guys. This is
Yeah.
Funzo. And then once he's in the house, they transform into these much larger, like Gremlins. It's Gremlins.
It is Gremlins, but it's like, is he mechanical or he's just gray? He looks like he's mechanical.
Well, he's fatal, that's for sure.
He's fluffy and he's fatal and he has a gun. He's got a gun and a whip, and then some fire.
Where does that come from?
He's got some fire. I don't know what he's got little mini fires. Is that for the little guy? Why is it? He's got a cereal. He comes in a cereal box. Was that part of it too?
You're all
I don't know.
I don't know. Explain this, Lenny. We know you had your hand in it before you left.
This is not the first version of this toy. Hasbro has not done him before, but there is a Super 7, so...
Oh yeah, that's more recent too.
Yeah, you can go get that. But this is, I guess this is an all-new sculpt, unless this is like part Iron Man or something. It's definitely not a G.I. Joe character.
It's that, what is that, Rom the Knight?
It's Rom, the Space Knight.
It's Rom,
yep,
the Space Knight, but they just put a fur overlay over the head.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
This is the perfect Comic-Con exclusive, because you definitely don't need this. But if you want
but
it,
if you
can
do,
go get it.
You need 6. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there are a bunch. Everybody got one. There's one in every house in America.
Yeah, it's one of those situations.
So how did they defeat this creature?
I have no idea.
Did they shrivel back into whatever?
I'm sure there's some Joe that just kicks the crap out of them. There's
Whistle
like an
not
episode
included.
Where Missile or whistle?
Whistle. I think it says whistle not included. Is that part of it? You whistle and they turn into something?
Maybe that's how they won.
Maybe that's
how they were defeated.
No, they definitely just shot them with lasers. That's how they beat everybody. Well, that's fun. Was there another Comic-Con?
They threw them.
They threw them?
Yeah, there's a lot of throwing in G.I. Joe.
Is there a lot of throwing?
This is how they handled like all the hand-to-hand combat rather than getting out like knives and everything like that. They were like, they would always pick up and throw.
It's like in one of those side-scroller games when you get close enough to your opponent, you can pick them up and then you throw them at the other foot soldiers. That was always fun. Before we go too far, I did want to shout out listener William Christensen. He gave us a heads up on the TMNT G.I. Joe release date. So I did say I would give him a shout out. So good on you.
Nice.
All right.
I will
now
look forward to not getting it. I still haven't ordered mine.
Oh, that's right. You weren't able to get yours because you didn't get through Target. I would just wait. I think Target's you're gonna be able to find those, no problem.
That's fine.
Let's talk about something positive here.
Okay.
This show, if nothing else, is about chasing your dream and making dreams come true. And I had a dream, Bill, and my dream was for the Armor Sores people to send us some Armor Sores, and it took a little doing, but eventually it happened, and I am pleased to say that Bill and I each now have a giant box of Armor Sores. Look at that. Woo.
We are Armosaurus influencers, everybody.
We are armored. I love the logo on this. It looks almost like Shredder. I'm going to get this tattooed. I'm going to get the tattoo of the Armosaur. Now, I'm going to let you open yours first.
Okay.
Inside this giant
box. I got all
box.
excited. Yeah. So
I was going to show you what he got.
I was all full on when I got this box because I said, what the heck is this?
Armored up and full on.
And at this point now in our toy journey, we noticed shipping labels, so we know where some things come based on the company, obviously.
That's true. And the weight.
And the weight, yes.
I don't think this was 11 pounds. I think they overshot that. This was not 11 pounds.
Well, then, I don't know. Mine said 13, so maybe it was just...
Yeah. Maybe they just they don't want to undershoot and then have it returned.
Yeah. So on the reverse of this box, there is some wonderful lettering. Wonderful description of the Armosaurs. Shall I read it real quick?
Do it.
All right. Meet the Armosaurs. Prehistoric power meets future tech in a battle for the world. When danger strikes, the Armosaurs pilot teams up with their powerful dinos and to defend the planet. Suit up your pilot and dino with attachable armor and weapons, and transform your dinos into powerful vehicles in seconds to create the ultimate battle. Dive into the full adventure Armosaurs Season 1, now streaming on Disney+.
Yeah.
And then show us your armor up. Tag @Armosaurs on Instagram and TikTok, and share your most epic armored adventures.
Do it.
So with that
Do
said,
it now.
With that said, we got, and I haven't opened these yet because I wanted to show them off on the show. We got the Armosaurs Evolver. I got the Triceratops pack.
Triceratops.
So, with these, they transform into a vehicle mode also on the back. So this is one of those situations where you push, right? You push down, and it creates...
I think it's a little more complicated than that, unless I got a different one.
Okay.
Mine. So I got the Raptor set because the video I made, I showed off that I had the red and blue already, so I needed yellow.
Yeah, they listened to you.
They listened. This was great.
That's fantastic.
So my set came with, it turns from Raptor into 3-wheeler. Very fun.
And I got the blue pack, which is Triceratops.
You got the big guy. You got the I forget what it's called, but I got the big Raptor.
Oh, he's great. There he is.
There he is.
Armosaurus Triceratops. You opened this on screen a few weeks ago.
Yeah. And
at that point, I was pretty much sold. I went out the next day looking for them, and they were all sold out. So then my poor kid, he saw this come home, and I was just like, dude, I've had to appease him with so many different kinds of toys this weekend, just to keep him off this just a little bit longer. But we will be opening this and playing with it and taking lots of video of this amazing dinosaur.
My kids could not wait. Be amazed.
No.
Immediately, I can't think of the word. Dove into it. So I love these guys. These are my favorite. I want to take off his little. Like, take off his helmet. There we go. So underneath the armor,
Armosaurs,
they're just a good-looking dino. Look at that.
Without an Armosaur pilot.
You got the pilot.
Pilot TJ, yes.
So you got the specific pilot. So they sent me 2 pilots, yellow and orange, because I think they're sisters. They each have a Velociraptor, but they haven't done the orange one yet. So I don't know if they're going to get to that. But they sent me.
How does that raptor size?
He's pretty big
to everything else.
He's pretty big.
No kidding. Okay.
He's not,
okay.
He's definitely. They're not to scale. But I think that's fun. I'd rather have him be big than have him be small, because it's just a fun toy. He's just eating away. He's not electronic like the T-Rex and the Triceratops. He doesn't make a sound. He just opens his mouth. Do some ventriloquism with him.
Yeah. No, it definitely is a good looking dinosaur, and it definitely does. Really, it fills that empty spot that left with Dino Riders. It's just like even the helmet there for the Triceratops, it fits right on it. It just brings me right back to taking the I had the Triceratops villain. Who were the villains in Dino Riders?
Those alien people.
They were aliens, yeah, but they were all reptilian.
Yeah, there was like a hammerhead shark looking guy.
Right, and a
eyes
bug.
and stalks. Yeah. I didn't like the villains as much.
No, like Questar. Questar. Was it Questar? Or was it Quasar?
Quasar, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. What
Dino
are you talking
Riders.
about?
Dino Riders.
Don't remember. This is truly a disturbing universe. So those are fun. So we accomplished our goal. Dreams do come true.
Thank you, MGA.
Thank you, MGA.
Amazing. Thank you for making us feel special, making us feel appreciated, and really just sending it home with this amazing box. It's just, and it's a gorgeous. Like if anything else, like somebody might see this and be like, yeah, it's just cardboard. But this whole box is just, like you said, the logo is amazing. It's got reflective dinosaurs on the side. And it's good quality, too. And it's like, if anything, after the fact, it's a storage box. It's great.
Oh, yeah, I'm keeping this.
Just someone that really appreciates storing things and never looking at them again, it's amazing.
Bill, we started the show with a simple goal in mind. We wanted toy companies to send us free things that other people didn't have. And, that dream has come true. What more can I say? If this show ends tomorrow... we've accomplished our goals. So
goal achieved, everybody.
Goal achieved. Everything else is just cherry on top, just extra.
See you on the other side, Ray.
See you on the other side. All right. Well, I guess that's our final episode tonight. We're ending the show.
Okay.
There's a lot more. All right. Let's talk about. We were talking about serious stories. Let's get to a serious story. I'm gonna pull up my notes here if I can find it. It's actually just a picture of the storefront. Okay. Bill, have you heard all the drama surrounding bricks and minifigs?
I mean, I've tried, but I have not paid too much attention to it yet.
All right.
I know a little bit. Enlighten me.
I'm going to give you a synopsis here, okay? So the bricks and minifigs drama, it's a messy dispute over a large Lego collection that has spiraled into lawsuits, YouTube investigations, social media campaigns, and allegations flying in multiple directions. The core facts are still disputed, and no court has definitively resolved the matter. Now, here are the key players in this drama. You have Brian Manzel. This is the collector who brought his father's collection of Star Wars Lego to Bricks and Minifigs, and he wanted to sell this collection. Now, he claims that this is the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection, and I've seen that mentioned in every story talking about this. I don't know if this has been quantified by any governing body. I don't know if Guinness has been down there to make sure that this was correct, but he estimates the collection being worth $200,000. Now, I also don't know if that's like secondary market value, or that's like how much his father paid. And I'm also not... Yeah. This is kind of a weird point in the story where Brian is doing all of this on behalf of his father. And then there's a part where Brian says that he can't let his father know about this drama because his father had a medical episode and he can't bring any stress into his father's life. And it's like, well, if that was the goal, mission accomplished. This doesn't seem like a stressful situation at all. But no, we wish them well. The next player in the story, Ben Schneider, better known as Reckless Ben on YouTube. He is a YouTuber who turned the dispute into a viral investigation series and public pressure campaign. There's also Crystal Law Gorman. She's a former Salem franchise owner who says that the consignment agreement was legitimate and claims corporate wrongfully seized her store. There's a part on Reddit where she's commenting, and she says that people from the Bricks and Minifigs corporate office came in one night and just kicked her out of her own store and changed the locks, and they even stole her bird. They even stole the store bird. She had to leave the bird, and when she came back, the bird was gone. Where's her bird?
So Bricks and Minifigs isn't an individual store. It's
Bricks and Minifigs it's a franchise, and it's a big franchise, multi-million-dollar franchise. The headquarters for Bricks and Minifigs is in Utah, and that's another side of the story. We'll get to it in a second. Now, the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, his name is Amon McNeff, and he claims that his company did nothing wrong. But this is basically what happened. So Brian brought his father's collection in, and I guess rather than selling it outright, or maybe the store just didn't have $200,000 to pay, they set up a consignment situation where the items would live in the store, and then anytime something sold, Brian would get 90% of the value, and the store would keep 10%. Yeah. And that's, I guess that worked for both parties. The Bricks and Minifigs CEO is claiming that that's not how they do business. So by entering that agreement, it basically could not be agreed to. Like, that was not something that Bricks and Minifigs could even offer. So that's a bit of a sticking point. So I'm not clear on why they closed Crystal's store or took control. That's not clear. I don't know if she, I just don't know. There were reasons that corporate would take a store away from someone. That has not been disclosed as far as I can see. But they have like video of the night it happened with audio of someone coming in and being like, you got to go. And she's like, ah. So that's a weird part of the story too. But basically where we're at right now is that Brian doesn't have his toys. He doesn't have the money, and nobody actually knows where these toys are. And this is a crazy story, but it was made even crazier when this YouTuber, Reckless Ben, got involved, because he has a history of infiltrating cults. So if you go on his YouTube channel, you can see that he does all these videos with hidden cameras and such, where he'll go in, get inside information, and then make a YouTube series about it. So he's sort of turned up the public awareness of this situation, but then he's sort of created different headaches for everyone involved, and he actually got arrested. And that's part of the story now, where the police in Utah seem to be siding with the business, even though the law doesn't necessarily seem to be on their side. So this is an ongoing story, and Reckless Ben is releasing more YouTube videos. So we'll keep you updated, but this is like the biggest toy adjacent story in the world right now. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this break into like some national news, because it's just crazy. And it's a lot of money for the man, but like, if this company is worth multi-million dollars, one thing I saw was up to like $400 million, something like that. It's like, you're really risking the negative PR for this, what amounts to a small amount of money for your company. Like, that's where I'm like, that doesn't add up. Like, that doesn't seem worth it. So this was my introduction to Bricks and Minifigs. Had you ever heard of this company before?
No, I'd never heard of this company. And it just sounds like, you mentioned that it was the biggest, side piece of toy news to hit like mainstream news. Do you think it's getting that kind of notoriety and everything just because of the cost that's being associated with the actual toys? Like, that's the idea behind it?
So I think what really catapulted this into the national spotlight is undoubtedly the YouTuber who got involved, because he has created sort of a circus atmosphere surrounding this. But then it's like, once you hear that number, like $200,000, Star Wars Legos, like it's his father's, and it's just like all these pieces, and then you have like, are the cops corrupt? Like all the like someday this is going to be an HBO miniseries.
This is our new Tiger King.
This is going to be Tiger King.
Get ready for that next pandemic. That we got our next Tiger King lined up. It's Bricks and Minifigs.
I'm thinking that, like, we're probably watching that unfold right now, whereas Tiger King, that happened for years and years and we didn't know about it. Yeah. We're watching this happen in real time. I'm more thinking like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are going to produce like the HBO version of the story. It's like, who's going to play Brian? Who's going to play Reckless Ben in the HBO miniseries? But we'll obviously keep you updated on this. I have a lot. So it's like, you know, a lot of people are like, this is very cut and dry. It's like Bricks and Minifigs stole $200,000 worth of Star Wars Legos from this old man. I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think there's some weird stuff going on. I just have such a hard time believing that this company would shoot themselves in the foot so hard over this amount of money when they seem to be thriving prior to this. Like, this could be the end. Who's gonna go shop at Bricks and Minifigs now when you think you're supporting like this evil empire because it's Star Wars, get it? But we're obviously not big Lego people, but I do wonder if we talk to some big Lego people what their thoughts are. Because like I've never even thought of buying like Legos secondhand unless it's at Goodwill or you find them at a yard sale. But apparently it's big business.
Have you heard any rumblings of people saying that they are no longer going to shop there? Or
yeah, I mean, I think that is probably the knee-jerk reaction where it's like, what can I do? You know, you speak with your wallet. That's how the world works now. If you don't like something, don't support it financially and something will change. Lego, the company Lego, has not chimed in yet, so people are waiting for them to take a side or sort of like step in and being like, look, cut this shit out. But it's not like Lego's name is on this. Lego's not involved in any way. It's just like you don't want all this negativity swirling around Lego. But that's where we're at. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you updated. I know you want to know. I know you want to know because I want to know. I tried to watch the guy's YouTube video, and it's like, this is the difference between our generation and like kids. It's like the video was like over 10 minutes, and I was like, I can't watch this whole thing. I can't watch this whole thing on YouTube. What? No, get out of here.
Oh.
Short attention span. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, more big news, and then some small news, and then some medium-sized news. Don't go anywhere. Before the break, we were talking about Bricks and Minifigs, and this is in no way a segue, but let's talk about Mad Hatter. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't think of anything. So Mad Hatter, we've had him on the show before. He did a Kickstarter campaign for a He-Man and He-Man adjacent action figure called Flipor. And was Flipor a bad guy? Because he was supposed to represent like scalpers who buy toys to flip them. I never really thought about that.
Is
he a villain?
I don't know if he's a villain. I think he's just an independent agent, and he's in it for himself.
Okay, so he's
he's a mercenary,
but not a good guy.
Well, he's not a bad guy.
Well, I don't know. I think you could argue
he has his own interests at heart.
He follows his own code. Okay, well, whatever. So that series is continuing, and this time we're getting 3 figures, including the first Flipor variant, and this is going to be called This variant is called Cash Grab Flipor, and he literally comes with extra arms to grab cash or whatever you got around. It's like Dr. Octopus arms, except they're gold. And then Flipor's got a nice vest. Looks like $1 Million Man's vest. You got dollar signs on it. And he's got a new head sculpt where he's laughing, and he's got like a head mask. How would you describe that? Like something Cyclops would wear, I guess.
A helmet?
Sure, but it's like It's like just like his face sticks out of it. It's like a full like bullet.
Oh, so he has like a helm. He has like a helm, like a knight's
Is that a word?
helm.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that's good. That's good. Yeah. So this is a fun variant, especially if he comes with all these extra to scale action figures. That's where he gets me. You have, instead of the hiss tank, he has the piss tank. I appreciate that. Yep. And there's looks like a pop here. They should all come with lots of pops, and then nobody wants them. You can throw them at people. So that's the first figure in Series 2. The second figure, we have Toss-R. Now, Toss-R is a very fun figure. Green, maybe scaly, maybe just like some dots on there, and then like his face looks like a skull. But then he's wearing a not UPS brown. Is it UPOS? He's a UPOS. Yeah, there you go. So that's a lot of fun. I like his kicks he's got on here. They should get these sponsored by Bull Airs. Maybe we can do a collaboration. So I like that figure a lot. One thing I wanted to talk about before that is so the Flip-Or figure, the first one that was released. What style would you say that was? Like if you had to match a Mattel Motu style, was that like Origins, or was that a different style?
We talked about it, and I thought we came to the conclusion that it was close to like the classics.
Classics. And what is Classics compared to Origins? Classics is bigger?
Well, Classics was put out by... Didn't Super 7 put out Classics?
Oh, well, now I'm very confused. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but like in scale-wise, were those... those were their own thing? I don't know. Now I don't know what's going on. But anyway... This one looks a little different.
Chronicles.
Chronicles. I wish it was Chronicles. This looks like almost a different body style to me.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like it a lot. And then the third figure we've been teased with is the Hound of Tarjay. Now this is a deluxe figure. This has more articulation. This is Chronicles. This has that the chest, round chest joints. But this looks fantastic. I'm very excited for the Tarjay, the Hound of Tarjay. So these will all be part of his Kickstarter coming up soon. So check him out, Mad Hatter. You can go on there right now, enter your information, and then as soon as the Kickstarter goes live, they'll send you a message, and you can enter your monies. Another Kickstarter I want to talk about. This is Gum It Up Makers. Have you seen these on Instagram?
No.
These are so cute. Look at this guy. And then his little friend, he's much smaller. Now, I don't know a lot about these, but you definitely need to go follow them on Instagram. You can see lots of nice pictures. I like this. This is a photo of the breakdown of what the figure looks like, all broken apart, so you can see all the articulation. In one of the photos, they had one of the characters, I think it was a rubber band ball character, from 9 to 5 Warriors. So I don't know if this is the same company that's doing it. I don't know. Maybe they're just friends with them. But I don't really know anything about these, but I love these designs. So I wanted to bring some visibility to these guys, because I think these deserve a fund. Go fund them. Look at that. I love his eyes, how they've done the eyes here. Those are really fun. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Okay. Oh, actually, let's go with this. So we talked about ramen toys in the past, and the most recent story with ramen toys was how they're going legit. They got the license to do Knight Rider. They got a David Hasselhoff action figure. Like they've left their past of non-licensed legal toys behind them. They're going the straight and narrow, only to find out they are now doing a very obvious, not trying to hide it at all, ripoff of He-Man. So they're calling this one Cease Man, which I imagine refers to a cease and desist. Is there any other reason he would be called that?
I can't think of any, unless he was doing something questionable, like cease that.
Please cease that.
Cease.
Yeah.
Please cease that.
So the idea here is that he wanted this to be very articulated, and he's accomplished his goal here. It's very articulated. The issue is, I mean, there's a few issues, but in terms of articulation, I think you need to find a balance between articulation and aesthetics. So I was saying that, where is it? The Chronicles figure that we keep talking about does a very nice job of balancing great articulation, but still like not looking like a mess of joints. Like, looks pretty natural. You can get some really natural poses. I don't know that I could say the same about what we're looking at here. So he's a little jointy, a little bizarre looking. They've given him a what is this waist joint? What do we call this waist joint? Where it's a cut joint where he bends over, and then he has the ab rocker. There's just like too much. Yeah. There's too much going on here. And then people, again, the other thing with Ramen Toys is if you ever mention anything that you don't like about their toys, they're going to clap back at you so hard, and they're going to have receipts. So he took pictures here. People, I guess, were complaining that the figure could not like touch his toes from a sitting position. So they took this picture at Motuniverse, which was the other week. And then he came back and he's like, we're going to update it. And I guess they did, because now it looks better, different at least. So that's something. And then here's, again, this is like, oh, look, he can touch his toes without his loincloth on. Except, yeah, but like, what are we doing here? Like, that looks really painful. That's not how the human body is supposed to move.
You're back. Yeah.
This looks like that.
I'd hate to see the other side of that.
This looks like that basketball gambit that Hasbro using the starting lineup figure.
Oh, yes.
Like, it looks so gross. It's not good. And then, so people were saying that the chest on this figure, this head just looks like Triple H. Like, I'm sorry, that's just Triple H, especially the hair. They were saying that the chest was too flat, and then they didn't like that because this was a post on Instagram. It says, Cease-Man is, quote, flat-chested because he was revised, designed to fit all of Mattel's Masterverse armors and parts. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
So it's like, that's why it looks bad, because it's this. not really getting the point that's like, we don't think this looks good. It's like, well, it has to look bad because it has to do this stuff. We have to make the illegal toy work with the legal toy parts. That's the whole point of this. It's like, maybe the point should be to make a fun original toy and not this. Like, people will look at this and be like, it's fine, and then they'll complain about AI stealing artwork. It's like, come on, you got to be mad at everything. You can't pick and choose and be like, oh, it's okay to sell pictures of Ninja Turtles if you drew them. It's like, no, it's not. You don't have the rights to do that. That's someone else's artwork. Be mad about everything. Don't pick and choose what you're mad about. Don't just be mad at me because I like to see silly pictures that I don't make any money off of. Oh, but the water. Yeah, the water. I get it. The water. We'll fill up the water with your tears. Anyway, that's all I get. Do you have anything to say about Cease-Mans or anything else you want to say? Anything?
No, I don't have anything really to say about Cease-Man. He's just, why is he necessary?
Why is he necessary?
Unnecessary man.
We have amazing
We have it.
Legitimate He-Man toys coming out. That movie comes out this week. Are you going to see it? Masters of the Universe?
Does it come out this week?
June 5th, Friday.
Oh, wow. Right under the radar. I guess I have to.
Did you see that IMAX taking away screens from Mandalorian and Grogu to give to Masters of the Universe because Grogu is performing so poorly?
Oh, poor Grogu.
I saw Grogu. I liked it a lot. I left that movie being like, I had fun.
Yes.
It's not every movie. This is the thing. This is why I think we need to get rid of the TV series, because it's like the TV series, it's like no, it's like nothing has to happen because it's TV, and you can be like, well, it's just TV. There'll be another episode next week, but it's TV, and then it's kind of like, But with a movie, it takes a long time to make, and usually the quality is better. So I would like to see things that are better. I don't need to see, it's like quantity. It's quality over quantity. That's what I want. Quality over quantity. I don't need 8. I mean, if you're going to do a TV series, I'd like more than 8 episodes. But if you're only going to do 8 episodes every few years, just make it a movie. Make it better. Give me a little story, but make it a good story. But I understand people, it's been 7 years since we've had a Star Wars movie. They wanted it to be a little more substantial in terms of moving the plot along. Yeah. But it's like, what plot do you want to be moved along? You don't like Rey. Like, you're going to start a whole new story now? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, they're all just waiting for that to happen. They don't know. My kid loved it. He saw it twice.
Yeah,
he took his mom today.
My kid saw it twice, too. He loved it.
It wants to be Rhoda the Hutt for Halloween. How am I going to accomplish that in 5 months? I don't know.
I will say, let's talk about Rhoda. So, that's great that your kid loved Rhoda. That was a big swing, bringing a Hutt character to life that would speak English, because you can't have kids reading subtitles. You just can't. You gotta have it.
It was tough enough with the twins there. They switched up real quick.
You gotta. I mean, that was a pretty obvious choice. Did you think that Rhoda worked as a character? Did you buy it?
I mean, I guess. I guess I did.
I feel like that was the worst part. I feel like. I mean, the voice. First of all, there's a lot.
Yeah. The voice was a little odd. I like the reverb that they give the Hutt stuff. I like that.
Well, he's his own man. He's Jabba's son. But
that's what I keep. That's what I keep telling. That's what I keep telling my wife. I was like, maybe that's why Rhoda really resonated with my son. Resonated, yeah, because he doesn't want to.
I'm not going to have a podcast, Dad. I'm my own man.
I'm my own man. I've got to find the world on my own, the universe on my own.
Didn't love Rhoda. I think, it's funny because I did love Jabba as a character in Jedi. That was I thought that was so neat. But I don't know that a Hutt works moving around. I think it only works as a practical suit sitting on a dais. I don't think you can have them scooting around. I think it's weird.
You didn't like the rolling? I like the rolling and the splashing in the water.
Didn't love.
You know what?
Any of that.
You know what concerned me is that he's a giant space slug and he was in salt water. That bothered me. I was like,
that's a good point.
Don't they know?
He should have shriveled up. I'd like to see a really, really thin Hutt, like
emaciated.
See,
like he's dried out in the sun, like he dried out a worm.
I want to see, and he almost like becomes humanoid at that point. Like I don't know. I just want to see, like, if we're doing stuff, if we're being weird, let's be weird.
Let's go all the way.
There's been a lot of clips of George Lucas popping up because I listened to the Toy Geek podcast, and this last episode they had Toy Otter on talking about working on some of the ephemera. This is my word of the day, ephemera, for episode 1. And ephemera is like what was the description? It's like stuff like temporary collectibles, like stuff you're not expected to keep, like a disposable collectible. Disposable collectible, yeah. So obviously, if you remember episode 1, there was so much Pepsi, the cans, the chips, like you could not escape it. The biggest marketing push of all time. Nothing has come close to matching it since. And they were talking about George Lucas, and there was a very good discussion of, it's like, okay, nobody wanted to like tell him no. And it's like, it's not so much that. It's just like what he was trying to do was so weird and so different that even if they were like, this is not a great idea, it's like, well, what's the better idea? So like, this is something that is so unique. There's nothing to compare it to. It's like, well, what would you do instead? If you don't want to do this, what do you want to do? And that was actually a very good point. If you want to say something against AI, the point there was, in the original trilogy, Lucas would be like, I want a monster, and then he looks like this and he does that. He gives that idea to another human. The human uses their artistic abilities to create something, and then it comes back to George, and George is like, yeah, except da-da-da-da. And it's a process. Today, or even when George did the prequels because you had CGI, he would just be like, I want this, and they would give him exactly that. So that's why episode 1, 2, 3 is a little crazier or not as good as the original trilogy to a lot of people, because you were getting George's unfiltered desires without another artist sort of working as an in-between to be like, well, let's kind of meld it this way and make it a little different. And that's kind of how that is definitely an issue with AI, where it's like, I want it to look like this, and the AI is like, here is this exact thing the way you wanted it. And it's like, okay, I hope what I wanted was exactly right with no other inputs.
You helped my dad this weekend with it. It was quite heartwarming. So thank you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, so I know people don't like AI, and they were on me today for a clip I posted. But there's two things. There's two reasons people don't like AI. One, it's stealing from other artists, and it's like, yes, if you're asking it to make a Batman comic in the style of Jim Lee, and it does exactly that, yeah, hell yeah. That's stealing. Don't do that. If you give it a photo, if you give it two photos, and you're like, combine these photos of people in my life because I couldn't take a photo of them at the same time, and it gives you that, who are you stealing from at that point? Are you the artist? I don't know.
Yeah.
The other part, obviously, is the resources that it takes to allow this to function. And that's a big problem, but that's not the fault of AI itself. That's the fault of the people who are funding AI, and they're deciding to create these data centers. So that needs to be resolved, yes. But if we can resolve that, is there another issue? Is there a third thing that people are concerned about? Probably. Let me know. Scream at me what your issues are with AI. Let me know. Educate me, because I want to know, because I see a lot of good that can come from using AI. I don't want to steal anybody's ideas. I don't want to evaporate our water sources. I don't want to do either of those things. Do I want to make silly little photos? Yeah, I do. I want to make silly little photos. That's all I want.
You sound like some off-brand James Bond villain who's just making threats and saying,
No.
I don't want to pollute. I don't want to, but I do want to. It's like, okay.
I don't want to, but I will. It was funny because I posted my analogy. My video where I created an analogy of AI to like a vegan being like, stop eating hamburgers. And people are like, this is the worst analogy. And I'm like, damn it, I tried. And then even like Brian Volkweiss chimed in, and he's like, this is bad. Stop doing this. I'm like, come on. Like, I'm trying. Give me something more. Don't just be mad at me. Don't be mad at someone because he's trying to learn.
I'm still waiting for Series 1, Brian. Where is it, Brian?
Somebody has Series 1 of Star Trek. Oh, you mean you want him to send you a set?
I'd like at least one to try out.
Brian, I will make this promise to you. If you send Bill a complete set of Star Trek Series 1 through 3, I will not use AI for the rest of June.
Oh.
How about that? Series 1, 2, 3. I don't even think they exist yet.
No, just one. Not even one. Just one figure. One figure. We're doing one figure.
Okay. Send Bill one figure, and then I won't use AI for a day. That's all I'm willing to do.
How about a week?
No. Can I send you my prompts and you do it for me?
I tried.
How about this? Brian Volkweiss, send Bill some Star Trek toys, and he will do a glowing review, and people will buy them.
Of course I will.
We are influencers. Just ask the Armor Source people. We are influencers.
MGA, everybody. We are
the biggest companies in the world. Know what's up. Zuru's sending us shit. Tune in next week for some Zuru stuff. Moose? Who needs Hasbro and Mattel when you have all the other literally every other company that exists? Loves us.
Yes.
One final note on Mando and Grogu. This photo
Go see it.
Popped up. All right, well, 2 notes. Go see it. Actually, who cares? It's too late. It's too late.
No,
all the theaters are gone. But this photo popped up, and this is look at that giant slate, the clapboard. I've never seen.
Yeah.
Is this even real? What is this?
I don't even know if this is real.
I feel like it is. So it's like they took this shot of Mando, practical Mando, Grogu, and then someone in a Rhoda the Hutt costume or an inflatable or something to get an idea of the lighting, I imagine. Like, this is the Rebel base they're in front of, and then you can see the blue screen behind it. And then who's that fourth character? Why, that's IG-11. What's he doing there? He wasn't in the movie. That's weird. But this does explain why Hasbro is releasing a new IG-11 figure, but they had to put it in the box that just says from the TV show because he did not end up being in the movie. So,
okay.
Is this even what he looked like in the show?
He looked like that at the end of season 3. Yeah, after he was rebuilt.
Didn't they turn him into a statue?
He was a statue at the beginning of season 3. I just started rewatching season 3 again, and I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. It's not as heavy as the first 2 seasons. It's much lighter. So if you like the lighter tone, season 3, it's a little bit. It's less of a.
All right.
It's a little fun.
Maybe I'll give it. Just skip Boba Fett though. Skip the Book of Boba.
It really didn't. I didn't miss not watching Boba this time to see how they showed up. He just showed up with the baby, and I was like, oh, okay, perfect.
I want to see the baby. Hasbro showed off a bunch of new Black Series from Mando and Grogu.
Black Series and Vintage, yeah.
But none of the aliens, really. I mean, we got Zeb and we got Embo. Is Embo a droid or is he an alien? What is his deal?
He's an alien.
He just looks very like spindly.
Yeah. And
his mouth, does he have like a rebreather or something? Like he's got something going on there.
Maybe. I just remember him from the Clone Wars cartoon. He used to always show up.
Is this a species that we knew from like the original trilogy, like how they like to work them in? Was he in the cantina? No, he's a new.
I mean, who's to say?
Made a whole new alien species. All right. And then I do like the droid. The droid is fun. And just all mishmash.
Lots of varieties of droids in that movie. Yes.
See, this would have been the perfect opportunity for like that mix mashers. Just get like bunch of parts of droids and make your own droid. Build a droid. This is the perfect.
Take the build a droid and just give you, like you said, just a mix match of a bunch of parts to build your own droid army for the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
No.
But no.
No one wants our fun ideas. No one wants us to bring fun to toys anymore.
No, toys are serious business, guys. We're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I want to get this in before I forget. Okay. We've talked about in the past. Let me pull this up. Where is it? All right. So a couple weeks ago, I promoted this. I call it Git collections. It might be just GIT. Essentially, it's all these issues of a comic. You get them instead of like having a virtual subscription. They send you a physical USB drive, and it has all the comics on it, so you can load it onto your computer to read all the comics. I like to have it on my lap or my iPad, so you can, you can zoom way in. I think that's really cool. So I have this issue, the giant size X-Men on there. So we're going to do a little bit of promotion for them coming up in the next few weeks. And I was trying to think of a way to do this that's like helpful to both me and the audience. And what I think will be fun is to find the specific comic issues or like the series that these toys come from. So for giant size X-Men, it's pretty easy. Like Toy Biz did the giant size X-Men set with the 6 figures. And then there's been other versions. Like this person thought that this Wolverine worked best as that design. And then they did like a smaller set. Look at that. It's very nice toy photography. So like what I need is a list of comics and then the corresponding or, a list of action figures that Hasbro has done for Marvel Legends. And then the corresponding comic issues that the artwork is taken from. And then I can put this together. So somebody do the work for me. If you can figure out. I was trying to see if there was a website that had like listed that with the toys, but I don't really feel it. But again, you get this, you get the comics, you can read them on your iPad. I think it's a really cool thing, and we will be promoting that for the next couple of weeks. So I don't want to just do a read and it's like, go to getcollections.com to get your comics. I want to do it in a fun way. I feel like that's what we bring. I don't want to jam it down anyone's throat. So it'll be a promotion, but it'll also be helpful. You'll learn something. I'll learn something. I'm always learning because I'm just a casual when it comes to comics. I'm a casual. While we're on the promotion train, let's do our friends Bull Airs. They're dropping some Short Circuit 40th anniversary Johnny 5 merchandise. 40th anniversary of Short Circuit. I loved Short Circuit. I thought that was such a fun character design. But Johnny 5, there's no action figure of him. Like, there's not a lot of merch for him. Why do you think that is?
That's a good question, and it's such a great design with such like obvious toyetic properties.
Yeah.
That I think the only thing I've ever seen is like a knockoff Lego of Johnny 5.
So now you can get your sneakers, different styles. Got a nice hat. This is like a squish ball of his head. So still no like proper action figure, but Bull Airs is doing their toy company, Sneak Attack Toys, so maybe that'll be the next project. I would definitely love to have a, like NECA style quality Johnny 5 like that. That is a toy that needs to exist. The fact that they haven't been able to get that done yet. Somebody got to step up. I don't even understand this reference. Snack Shack, was that like part of the story? Was that a location? I don't even remember this. There's a phone number on here, but no area code. Can't call it that. All right, there you go. Bull Airs, love it. Okay, here we go. So I was cruising around TikTok, and I saw this video of this gentleman showing off these Star Wars retro figures that I showed off the other week, and I was talking about how you can peel the sticker off. He's a little awkward there. He's got all the figures out in his arms. He's trying to show them off one by one. It's not clear from this video if he even knows what Star Wars is. Like, this is one of the reason I got this video is because this video is promoting the TikTok store, and those are the only videos you get on TikTok now. Like, if you want your video to be seen, you need to be selling something. That's just kind of how it works. So I still upload our content to TikTok, mostly because it's using their like the queue system they have. It makes it easy for me, like the drafts. It makes it easier to like put content on all the different sites. It's just easy to visually to see it. But like, we're getting no views anymore. It's like, if I could stop, I would. But after seeing this, I knew that I had a video in the queue that was talking about these toys, and I'm like, well, let me just add one of their TikTok shop ads, like a link to it. Because TikTok shop, one of the sellers through that is Bullseye's Playground, which is the Target eBay store where I got these toys. So it's like you're buying it from the same source I bought it from, technically. So I put that link in there, and I checked the next day, and somebody bought one of these through my link. And I was like, oh my God. Me. You didn't buy it? It was someone real.
No, it wasn't me. It was someone else. Yeah,
someone really bought something.
Trying to make you feel good, Tiger.
But it worked, and I'm like, okay. And then I started thinking it through, and I'm like, okay, well, I bought stuff from that from the Target eBay store, but also the bin store was all Target clearance stuff, and that's the stuff that is on that site. So I'm like looking around, and I'm like, well, I gotta make more videos. So I'm gonna do a video for the He-Man Transformers Skeletor. That's on there. What else do I got? The Simpsons Family 5-pack. I got 2 of the figures here. That's on there. Got the Carnotaurus from Jurassic World. Yeah, that's going to be a video. So if you go on my TikTok right now, there's already those videos up on there. I did those last night while Bill was sleeping. And yeah, so if this does well, if we get more purchases through our links, I'm going full QVC. We're going to do like, He-Man rookie card. Here we go. Channeling my inner Don West. Glory.
Glory.
So, We're gonna start doing lives where we sell shit. Maybe we'll get, what's that site where it's like QVC, but it's like, you know, like Pixel Dan did it. What's that called? Whatnot? Is that it? Yeah.
Whatnot.
Maybe we'll get a Whatnot.
He still does Whatnot. Oh, I'd love a Whatnot. You really gotta put yourself out there to do Whatnot.
It seems like too much
You
work.
really gotta sell it.
It seems like
unless
I don't know
fast.
but it's like, what do you gotta sell? Why isn't that stuff selling on eBay? Like, it's just, I don't know. But anyways, I'm very excited.
It means to get yourself out there. It's the social media version.
But you also have to sell the products. Selling. It's like, if I'm gonna sell Homer,
but like,
how much am I making off
Pixel
this?
Pixel Dan goes up there and he just sells like 9 toys and that's it.
But you, like, your time versus what money, your ROI. Because you're not going to make more on there than you would selling it on eBay or Facebook Marketplace.
True, but I don't know which is the more modern experience at this point.
I'm not worried about experiences. I'm worried about cold hard
I'm just giving you valid arguments.
That's fine. Listen, if you know anything about me, I don't want to be told anything different than what I already think. All right, all my thoughts are baked in there. You can't teach an old dog new trick. No, that's the opposite of what I've been saying.
What are you talking about? You just talked about being taught. You just
know.
talked about learning things and that you love to learn new things.
I'm a contradiction.
Liar.
I'm a contradiction.
Liar.
Which is the real me? Which is the real me? You'll never know. I was really when the video I posted that video about AI tonight. And everyone was coming at me again. And I'm like, I'm going to go full Hollywood Hogan heel turn and just be like, look at here, brother. And just start, I'm just a villain character now. But then I'm like, I don't think I could keep it up. All these toys make me too happy. I can't be a bad guy the whole time. That's fine.
No.
All right, let's get to the other big story that I feel like is getting some national attention. Yeah. How do we approach this? Do you want to take the lead on this one?
Yeah, you want me to get in trouble for this?
They'll
come after you. They'll come after you for not liking AI, but they'll come after me for being racist. I don't know. Which would you like? Which one comes out at the end? Which one's better?
Which is better? Racist? I think like
which is
I
better?
Feel like it's much easier to be a racist in this country right now to be against AI, especially where I live right now. All right, Here's the story. There's a company called Make It Brown, and
Thank you. I was having to go look for that because I forgot all about this.
Yeah. Make It Brown.
Like, I did all my research, and I was all set up, but nope, I'm done.
I'm going to read their mission statement. I think that'll help set the stage. So they posted this on their Instagram. We make it brown so our kids can feel represented and included in the stories they love and in everything they do. It's about love and representation. Make it brown. Register. So basically what they're doing is they are selling toys of Buzz and Woody from Toy Story. But instead of Buzz and Woody looking like you know them, they are black. And I don't mean black like Raphael from NECA. I mean like they are toys of color.
Yeah.
Okay, you get it, right? So
I get it.
There's a few things that we need to talk about. First of all, let's take the easiest road first. The images that they have presented are not of the actual product they will be selling, at least with this Buzz, because if you notice the hips on this Buzz toy, that is from that very expensive Robosin Buzz. And I do not think that they are using
this.
I do not think they are using that as the base for their low run, non licensed toys.
Very expensive,
I do not
mind
think.
you.
I know it would be very expensive to use that. So right off the bat,
these are expensive to begin with, right?
Well, yes, because they're like super limited. Where they're like 400 of them made, or even less than that.
Yeah, but they're $250 a piece.
Sure. But they're collectibles. They are meant to be like fine,
well, not according to their mission statement.
Arts.
There.
Well, that's a good point too. Okay.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Okay, so there's a lot. We're trying to.
Which
our best
kids?
To break this down.
Whose children? Which child is enjoying this? Is it millionaire's child?
No.
Get me brown Woody, Daddy.
They just need to be represented.
Damn it.
and included in the stories. They don't actually have to own the toys. They just need to see representation. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
It's different. Now, to be serious for a second.
Okay.
I think the thought process behind this is a good thing, because we have incredible white privilege. Growing up, every superhero was white. I was gonna say every athlete was white, but that's not true. Like if you followed hockey and baseball, maybe, but all the characters that we watched on TV that we looked up to, looking for heroes, they were white. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy for us to be like, oh, why are you doing this? It's like, well, why can't black kids look up to white people? It's like, because that's not how it works. Hello? What do you need? You need that. Okay.
Oh.
It's like you want to see people that look like you. That's just how it works. So I think that this is a very valid point, that they want to create stories and they want to create representation for their kids that look like them. I think that is a very valid idea. Now, the way they're going about it, by using Disney IP, I think is probably intended to get attention, because obviously this is not legal. This is not okay to just do this. And they're almost sort of daring Disney to do something about it. And so far, as far as we know, Disney has not stepped in.
Every company's daring other companies to do something tonight.
Who else?
This one here. Who else is daring? We've got what is it? Bricks and Minifigs going up against Lego. I guess that's true. We got ramen toys going up against Mattel.
So that's a good comparison.
Everything.
So it's like, if you are mad at Make It Brown for making Black Buzz and Woody, you need to be equally as mad at Ramen Toys for making Cease-Man. In terms of legality, there is no difference. At least here, there is a stated reason that has some good to it. Now, I guess the argument is, are they going about it the right way? Should they create characters, maybe
original
characters, maybe even just like inspired by these characters? Because,
Sunman versus He-Man there.
Yes,
it's an original
that is
character.
A very good example. That is a very good. They could have gone that route. So that's what sort of makes people think that they are just trying to get the reaction from Disney to elevate this concept, and then maybe along the way, maybe Disney works with them. Like, they're going about it that way.
Oh, I see.
We don't know. These are theories.
Trick Disney into thinking, maybe Elsa should also be brown Elsa.
There could be brown Elsa. I think we would all be on board with that. But,
okay.
You brought up the good point that when we were growing up, we had Black Bart Simpson. He was on a lot of T-shirts. There was a lot of Black Bart Simpson. Yeah. What was the story behind that? Who was making that?
I have to say that they were all just knockoff shirts, obviously. Like, it wasn't
But there wasn't like one artist. There wasn't like a Banksy who was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make Black Bart Simpson."
It all seemed like it had this. Both the Bart Simpson shirt. Then none of them seemed to be. We had some licensed ones, obviously, but it was almost like an underground movement in terms of the designs, because we had Bart Simpson dressed as a general for Desert Storm, and we had. The biggest one I ever remember was Black Bart Simpson, and I remember seeing it at the flea market, Black Bart Simpson, and he was just smushed into this big, heavy black woman's boobs. It was amazing. It was wild to see. Wow. It was wild to see. It's like,
that's
wild. As a 9-year-old, I was like, "What is this?"
Do you have a link to that? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, right here.
But just use. Well, that's why AI is so great. Bring that in right now.
Oh, sure.
So this company is not the first to do this sort of thing. Their stated reason is a valid reason. Whether that is their full intention, we can't say, but we'll see what happens. Maybe Disney thinks the best course of action is just pretend it's not happening, and then they will sell these, and then they will go away. If you go on their Instagram, they also have Black Mario and Luigi. So
yes,
I guess the question is, which characters would you like to see turned into black characters next? Who would you like to see? I'm looking around. But we can't say the Ninja Turtles because we all know they already are black.
That's true.
I mean, just look at this guy. Who do you want? Black Luke Skywalker?
Uh-oh.
Black Han Solo would be good. Is that just Billy Dee Williams?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I won't make you commit.
I'm in trouble.
I won't make you commit. Something happened to your phone?
Yeah. Ran out of storage.
Oh, no.
You got to give me... We got to go to break, and then I'll clear it up.
New break. We're coming right back. So the biggest thing on the internet this week was people are going to Home Depot and Lowe's and making their own lightsabers from bibs and bobs, and they don't look half bad, honestly.
Sure. Yeah.
And some people are even putting the blades on there.
Oh, wow. They're doing good work then. So famously, Star Wars, like anything in the Star Wars universe, it was all like a made universe.
Yeah.
And the lightsabers, like famously, I think it's Luke's lightsaber or Anakin's lightsaber, whoever, is a part of a camera. And then, a lot of this was like scratch built.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of this stuff was built.
Yeah. So, and then you get to be creative. You get to make your own thing.
Sure.
These final, when you tally up everything you're spending, it can be like some of the Home Depots even have their, like, they put stations together. They're like as seen on TikTok, and you can they have all the pieces there for you to do it.
Yeah. Don't go to Disney. You don't have to go to the Tatooine
don't go
Traders.
to Disney. Yeah,
you can build your own lightsaber at Home Depot and impress your father, who probably would use these tools for something else.
Well, that's what I'm concerned about. Is there's going to be a shortage of washers?
Oh, of course. Yeah, right.
It's going to be a problem when we need to actually use these for something. But the little station they have, you could put something together for as low as $20. I think most people are saying around $50. So less than you would pay at Disney for a legit lightsaber. I mean, not real.
No, you and I both know that this is nothing new, right?
Well, I think the fact that it's so widespread is new. Like of course you can go and get pieces and custom made your own, but
right.
Everybody's so many people are doing it.
Yeah. But if you go back, I mean, the biggest one that sticks out with me is there's a 2002 True Life episode. It has My Embarrassing Parent, and one of the parents loves Star Wars, and he goes into Home Depot and he actually builds a lightsaber. So we're talking 24 years ago. That was new to us. But again, it's like everybody now doing these is on camera, and it's just the way people are. It's just shouting at you. This is how I made it. This is how I did it. And back then it was like, oh no, this is my quiet little nerdy little thing. It's not cool. I'm hiding this. Now just everybody's out there making 7-pound lightsaber hilts.
7 pounds. It must be so heavy with all of those washers on there. Some of them better than others, but that's the thing. You get to make it look like how you want. The ones that look like Luke's Return of the Jedi one, where it has all the coils, I do think those look pretty nice. Like this guy did it very nice. Some people have tried to make exact replicas of the actual lightsabers from the movies. Some have better success than others, but I think it's fun, and it'll be interesting to see how far people push it. Like some people have added the rods, and then they put some something in there to make it light up. So we'll see if Disney responds. Again, is Disney gonna respond? This is their intellectual property. They're gonna shut down Home Depot. Stop selling random pieces to people. But I do kind of want to make one, but I think I'll resist. I think I'll resist. All right, Bill. Anything else for this big week?
No, I can't think of anything.
All right, I got to get back to that Instagram post and respond to everyone that's calling for my head, because I don't hate AI. They really did like that analogy of the vegan versus the McDonald's. They really didn't like it. We're losing a lot of followers. But that's okay.
Oh, no.
It's okay. You know, we'll win them back. We'll win them back. All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say. We'll want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I still want